Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to the channel, and you could call this a reaction, but I have to have my thoughts. I'm sorry I have to put this video out. I have to have my thoughts on the sheer disgrace that I watched last night. Of course, we are talking about the Logan Paul Dillon Danis fight and the KSI Tommy Fury fight. Now, before we go any further, obviously the title is not clickbait. I am a martial artist. I hold a black belt in Shotokan Karate. As much as doing boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Thai boxing, a little bit of judo, I've done quite a lot of martial arts over the time. And for proof, because we always need to, ex-national champion with all the medals and stuff to go with it, fighter, ex-England squad member, selected, not actually asked to go for selection. I was called up by the instructor at the time when I was younger and just selected onto the England squad. So I fought for my country as well. Not a lot of people know this on the channel, but yeah, my hands are covered. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. They are covered with people's teeth marks and stuff from when we didn't have to use mitts and things. All here, there's people's teeth marks and stuff. I'm a fighter, always have been. And what I'm seeing now is just disgusting. I think it's disrespectful to the art of boxing. I think it's disrespectful to the art and to the makeup of mixed martial arts and MMA. I think it's disrespectful to the people that train in and out, day in, day out. They dedicate their lives to becoming professional athletes and professional fighters. I think it's making a mockery of British boxing and worldwide boxing now as well. It's basically turning into the WWE. Now, the WWE has its place as entertainment. I'm completely fine with that. I used to be a fan of the WWE as well. Obviously, people, for some reason, think that it's real when it really isn't, because these people would die if they did the things that they do for entertainment. It's got its place. But these YouTubers and Instagram influencers and fucking energy drink sellers and stuff, now it really needs to stop. It really does. It's not about the art anymore. It's not about two men getting in a cage or getting in a ring and putting it all on the line. It's all for money. I've never really been a fan of Tommy Fury. I think he's living in the shadow of Tyson, who is an unbelievable fighter. I think he's obviously living off the back of Tyson's success. He's living off the name, the Fury name. But these other two pricks, this Logan and Jake Paul, like, seriously, if I had to put this into realistic figures and realism for you right now, if I had the same amount of subscribers as KSI, as Logan Paul, as Jake Paul, I could probably call them out and get a fight with them. Now, I am nowhere near in the shape that I used to be, but what they're doing is just wrong. If I had enough subscribers, I could probably say to Jake Paul or to Logan Paul, in 3 weeks' time, we'll have a karate fight. And I'm quite confident I'd probably kick his head in. But what they're doing is calling out people in different arts because they know that they are probably going to struggle. It's like, obviously I've done boxing, nowhere near a boxer. Definitely nowhere near a boxer. I have my own style. I prefer my karate style, my freestyle fighting style. I couldn't go into a boxing match in 3 weeks and win. I could have a go, but I would look damn god awful. I wouldn't be able to perform. What they're doing is just a joke. And it really, the people they're calling out as well, this is where the lack of respect comes in for these people. And I know there's always an element of hype to a fight. It's what sells tickets. You know, people love an argument in a weigh-in. People love arguments and fake fights on the run-up to a fight and stuff. Just a couple of weeks ago, you had one of these fucking Paul idiots calling out Carl Froch. Now, I get that there's a lot of memes about Carl Froch. 80,000 people in Wembley and things like that, and it's funny, and yeah, he does say it a lot, but the man did it, and the man is a boxer. The man is a proven multi-world champion boxer in boxing. He didn't have like 20 million YouTube subscribers and just all of a sudden started fighting. It is, honestly, this whole thing now, it's making a mockery of it, and to be fair, I'm disgusted in Dillon Danis as well. Last night watching the fight, it's a boxing match. You know, he signed up to it. He agreed to it. Those of you who don't know who Dillon Danis is, he's obviously an MMA fighter. He's not a boxer. And people will be going, well, MMA is boxing, and yeah, there's elements to it. That's why it's called mixed martial arts. KSI last night did not have a boxing stance. He had a kickboxing stance, which is a very, very different thing. Trust me, it's a totally different thing. His stance and the way he moved around that ring, totally different. And it worked. He did give Tommy Fury some problems. I've watched the fights back, and his stance as a kickboxer. He is 100% being trained by what I can only imagine to be a kickboxing coach, because that is not a traditional boxing stance. It was weird, and it did give him problems. The problem I have with the fight was that, and I don't want to be throwing the word fix out there, although, you know, elements of it do look dodgy. They really do. Tommy Fury should have easily won that fight. Yes, there was elements, like I've already said, about the stances and stuff. But a so-called professional boxer should be throwing way more than 38 punches, as was what he did. Or 38 jabs. And should be handling that situation very differently. I've also got a problem with the referee as well. I don't think the referee was strong enough. He was definitely not strict enough when they just kept on holding on to each other. And that was just in the KSI fight. But like I said before, I am disgusted in Dillon Danis as someone who was trained in the art of MMA, or the multiple arts. As someone who has practiced in an MMA environment. What the fuck's he doing going for a flying guillotine? Like, just what? Then it's a takedown as well. Like, it's a mockery. They're making a mockery of arts. And you'll probably get all the little fans and followers and stuff that couldn't even fucking knock out a wasp coming on, leaving comments and stuff. Martial arts is about respect. And martial arts is about discipline. And there was none of that on show last night. There really wasn't. I would be so pissed off if I turned up to a competition one day, and I've done many competitions, and one of my opponents was simply there, or had a black belt, because he was a fucking YouTuber. Like, this is the silliness that's getting to now. These people are calling out these, okay, old and probably past it, apart from Dillon Danis, he's still of age, without any form of respect. They know that they've probably got a better chance of them being younger. Jake, to be fair, some of his fights have been interesting. I've watched the stances and the styles, and I'm like, this kid's not bad. But it's how he got there. He hasn't earned it. He hasn't earned it. I would feel so bad and so disrespectful if I was to gain in the martial arts world because of my following on YouTube. It's two totally different worlds. It's two totally different worlds altogether. And it all boils down to the one thing that I've said. They are starting to disrespect and just make a mockery of combat and martial arts, sports in general. I mean, Logan Paul lost. He won, but Dillon lost. He beat himself to disqualification. And then starts calling out Conor McGregor. And it's like, okay, McGregor right now loves a pint, like we all do. He probably likes a pint a bit too much. But that guy was the first two-weight world champion in the UFC. No fakes going on, nothing like that. That guy is one of the best. And he might be a bit of a dick now, but he set a precedent. He gave the UFC a name. The first double weight world champion in mixed martial arts in the UFC. And Logan Paul just gains a few million subscribers, brings out a drink, and thinks he has the right. And I think he's earned the respect to fight someone of that stature. That's like me hitting 100,000 subscribers and going, well, I've hit 100,000 subscribers now. I want to fight Conor McGregor. I'd be fucking mental. Like, not only is the guy a mixed martial artist, he's a professional fighter. Like, an actual professional. There's something not right going on. I think the Fury family in general are very, very good promoters. They know what they're doing. Obviously, Tyson can back it up with his words, or can back his words up even in the ring, like he's done multiple times. And Tyson Fury is a phenomenal athlete. He really is. How he does what he does with that physique, phenomenal. Love the guy. Respect all day long to Tyson. Like I said, Tommy in a way is doing what Logan Paul and Jake Paul are doing, and it's living off the success of somebody else, or living off the fame, if you like, of that name. To Logan, he should just stay in the WWE. He's making millions. Look at Prime. The guy's done well for himself. Stay away from combat sports. Just stay away. It was disgusting to watch last night. I watched it on a stream. Was that fuck paying for it? And I've watched the highlights in full this morning, and I've watched the interviews as well. And you can see that John Fury is a genius. He's a fucking phenomenal promoter. You know, what sells papers better, or what sells tickets better than them throwing a bottle of water at KSI? People are going to report on that after the fight. Lovely and chill. Dead down to earth. It's all done now because he's made his money. The tickets have been sold. The fight's been done. He doesn't need to do it anymore. It's very clever. But to wrap all this kind of video up into what I'm trying to say is it's just a massive disrespect and a mockery to the sport in general, of boxing, of MMA, of insert combat sport here, because they're probably going to do something else before long. There was people that started training, like me, at age 9. I started karate when I was 9. Probably people have started boxing when they were younger. Now, I'm not saying that because I don't train anymore, but there is people that get up of a morning and their job is to go to the gym. It's to dedicate their time to their art, to perfect it, and their reward is their victories in their fights that they have, that they train day in, day out for, that they get paid fuck all for until they actually start moving up the ranks, and only then, if they're lucky enough to have a world title fight and win, do they then start making some money and the things with sponsorships and stuff. Logan and Jake are millionaires through and through before they've even entered this kind of sport. The same with KSI, and I used to like KSI a lot. I used to watch his videos when I was younger and when he was younger, and then he went into his music and stuff. Like I say, the guy has done phenomenally well for himself. Just stay the fuck away from combat sports. There's no need for you to do it. They're literally just doing it for money. And the money that they will have made last night is disgusting, considering that next week there'll probably be a professional boxing match. The two fellas will get in that ring and knock 10 tons of shit out of each other and probably get 100 quid each. And obviously, the higher up they get, they might get 50,000, 100,000 each or something like that. They made absolute fucking millions last night, each. And it's just wrong. It's disrespectful. And I think that the longer it's allowed to go on, and the more that these TV stations and these broadcasters and these sports sponsorships and stuff keep on pumping money into it, it's only going to get worse. I think British boxing is dead at this moment in time because of this shit, because it keeps on getting broadcast in the UK. And there is probably phenomenal fighters out there that are just waiting for the shot. The last night could have been their chance to be on TV, to actually have their name out there. And instead, you've got these two fucking YouTube idiots fighting. It's wrong. It really is. But I can give my opinion on it from someone who has been there, who has trained every single day, who has worked his fucking ass off, who has got to the top in terms of the grading system in karate, and has fought at country level. I was on the England squad, who has won titles. I'm not a millionaire. I made fuck all. In fact, my dad was the one that paid all the money and fuel taking me to these competitions and stuff. You don't win money until you start getting up and then possibly Olympic level and things like that, and even that's questionable. But I think it just needs to stop. It really does. Because until one of them gets absolutely twatted all over the place and gives up and goes home, I don't think it's going to stop. It's probably going to get worse. But yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts and opinions on it. So those people, I suppose, who are going to the gym day in and day out, I would say never give up. You know, don't let these two pricks kind of put you off. But people need to seriously start looking at what's going on, because I'm not going to grow my channel and then start fucking fighting X, Y, and Z because I've got a background. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It really, really doesn't. It's just a farce, a fucking joke, and a money-making machine for these people to get fucking 10 times richer, sell the shite to the kids, that, you know, the drinks and stuff like that. Yeah, it's disgusting. I will leave it there, people. I can rant and rave all day fucking long about this, but yeah, I might make some more videos. If you're interested in it or anything like that, then let me know and I'll post some more. But just disrespectful is all I'm going to say. Right, take care. See you all on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.